Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a Valentine's Day couples tag with a handful of other creators here on YouTube. I will list them below in the description box, so go ahead and check out their videos when you're done with ours. But today's video we're going to be answering a handful of questions, romantic couples related, and he's already dreading it. Everyone, this is Danny, this is my husband. We've been together I'm coming up on 6 years.
Oh my god.
I know. That's another long story. But there's a handful of questions that we're going to be answering today, and I have thought long and hard about a couple of these.
And I have not.
Okay.
We're gonna wing it.
Number 1. What was your first impression of me in one word?
Death. And there's a story behind that. I drove an hour and a half, the middle of the night, to some back road, which I thought was sketchy neighborhood. Turns out to be the exact opposite.
In the dark though.
But it was in the dark, and I got lost, and I called her, and she said she'd go outside. I would find her in the driveway.
This was the first time we were meeting, by the way. We met online, which your grandma still doesn't know.
But I drove up there, and like I said, it was pitch black in the middle of the California hills and woods, and this figure appeared out of the driveway. She's like, "Oh, just pull in the back." And that's when I thought
This is where I'm
that was going to be the last time anyone ever saw me. But then I got out of the car, and she was like walking in the door. I was like getting out of the car so to follow her. And that's when I really thought I was going to walk in there and I was going to be killed. But wasn't the case.
I didn't kill you.
And then I saw her and I was like, dang. She was cute.
You're pretty cute.
Yes. But yes, I thought it was going to die.
That's sweet. What was my first impression of you in one word? Well, you did look scared. That's for sure. Which, you know, understandable. I guess my first impression of you was I was impressed because you drove an hour and a half for a first date to my house, which I don't advise doing. That's probably a bad idea, especially for online dating. But you drove all that way like on a Tuesday and then had dinner with me and my roommate and were a total gentleman the entire first date that we had. So you made a really good first impression just by like, I don't know, being, what is the word?
Myself.
Chivalrous is the word I was thinking of. Who said I love you first?
I did. After the talk you had about your father and my mother, which was like the second date, something like that.
Yeah, we met on a Tuesday, and then we had another date on like a Thursday, and then I went to go spend the weekend with him that first weekend, and that's when you said that you loved me.
Because you were great.
Well,
You were everything I thought I needed.
that seems like you're skeptical now, though.
You're flawless from day one.
Oh. What's your favorite love song?
You take this one first. My first 5 or 6 choices, she said I wasn't allowed to say because it wasn't love song-ish. She didn't grow up with the good music I did.
My favorite love song is Shotgun Rider by Tim McGraw.
Never heard that.
You have so heard it.
I've never heard it.
I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get like copyright strike on my video, but it's all about how I would never want to wake up with anyone else but you and I'm riding shotgun with you. Forever.
Still never heard it.
Oh my god.
My favorite love song would be either Bon Jovi's Thank You for Loving Me. Shout out to my mom. But the other one's not a love song. My favorite song that makes me think about you, that isn't lovey but makes me think about you, is Marshmello's Proud.
That one's a good one.
Next question.
Oh, I skipped this one when I prepped you.
Great.
What is your favorite memory of us dating?
Jesus.
All 6 months of it.
What do you mean by memory? Like a
your,
lovey fancy memory, or just a memory I have while we were dating?
Like a memory of you and me together in that first 6 months that like is special to you.
Well, number one, it has to be the potato chip. That's when I knew
That
I was
was
going
a
to
good
marry
one.
you. Long story short, we were eating chips watching a movie. We then ended the movie in my dorm room and I had to do laundry. So we were folding my laundry, and as you moved like one of the towels or t-shirts, there was one of the potato chips on my bedspread. And I saw it, and the first thing that went to my mind was pick that up and eat it. But when I thought about that, I'm like, if she sees that, she's gonna think I'm weird or it's gross. So I didn't say anything, but as soon as like I had that thought in my head, she reached for the chip and ate it. And I looked at her and I told her, that's exactly how I knew I was gonna marry you, because you ate the
Because I ate
potato
the chip.
off the bed.
She's a thick girl.
Probably my favorite memory was watching how quickly your attitude could change from happiness to angry and angry back to happiness when we painted my room. You see how our face just went from thinking lovely thoughts to being not as happy? That's what it was like. And then for not only how mad you got during the whole situation, but then how happy you got when I brought you home the cheese quesadilla from Roberto's, or whatever it's called. Adalberto's.
What color was your room when I met you? Was it? It was like wine red.
Yes.
And you got a wild hair to paint it, and so we painted it this like dark space gray. The problem is we were dating, and he was in the military dorms, and you're not allowed, or I'm not allowed to stay after what, midnight?
I think it's like 11.
Something like that, which we did.
2300 for you military people.
Well, anyway, for the rest of us, 11 p.m., which we frequently broke that rule.
I don't recall.
I don't either. Anyway, we were painting and we had taken the blinds down so that we could paint that wall. And then we couldn't get the blinds back up. Like the holes in the drywall were stripped from whoever like crappily installed these blinds. And so it was probably midnight with no blinds on the window, and we hadn't eaten yet, and I'm not supposed to be there. And if I leave base, I can't get back on because it's after curfew. And so I had to hide under his bed with no blinds while he went and got his food, and then came back. And I think we put a flag or a towel over the window.
And just so you know, not under the bed, like laying on her back. Our beds were raised so you could put things under. So she was sitting down like a normal
I was
person.
sitting crisscross applesauce under the bed, but
so
it
wasn't like she was under just a mattress.
Yeah.
Yes, then we got back, we finished it, but my room looked really good after that.
It did, and then what, 2 months later we had to paint it back to white because you got married and you had to move out.
Sure did. What's your favorite memory?
I have two also. My first one is our first weekend that we spent together. I had driven up to base to spend the weekend with him, and when I walked into his dorm room for the first time, he had like cleaned it from top to bottom, and then on the bed were like all of my favorite things. So he had my favorite soda, a picture frame for our first picture together, my favorite candy, a t-shirt that he had gotten me with the base like on it, a mix CD he had made me.
Because I'm a 90s kid.
Or a 90s kid.
Mixtapes are the coolest.
And he also gave me his coin from earning honor graduate at Basic. And that was super special because I know that was super special to him. So I carried that in my wallet for a long time. And I definitely cried when he gave it to me. But after that, we went on a drive, and he had mapped out this drive from base to the next town over, and it just so happened that the length of the CD was perfectly the length of the drive. So we got to listen to the whole CD on our drive there, and then we went to dinner. It was just such a fun first weekend together.
What's your second one?
My second one is probably when we were engaged, and you were at my house, and my dad was in the backyard, and there was some upset about us being engaged at first because we were only dating like 3 or 4 months by the time we got engaged. And my dad had dementia, so he wasn't totally with it, but he had told you not to worry about it.
He told me, and this was, I think, one of the only few conversations he ever had where I felt like he was talking to me and it wasn't the sickness. But he was like, hey, you got my blessing, and if anyone else doesn't agree to it, F them. And I said, okay, I can get behind that.
And then he had told me later that day that people would give him the same crap when he and my mom got engaged, and that they had proved him wrong, and he was sure that we were going to prove him wrong too. Number 5. Do you like to celebrate Valentine's Day by staying in or going out?
I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, so I do whatever I'm told.
That's true. And usually I don't care. We definitely don't go out. So I guess staying in, and maybe we get pizza? I like pizza.
I'm done.
Do you give each other a card or a love letter for Valentine's Day?
I've never gotten a Valentine's Day gift.
So that's a no. We're having pizza.
I'm the gift giver.
Yeah, he is the gift king for sure. Like, Christmas is your time to shine. And I am not great at giving gifts.
But I don't like surprises, so it works out. I tell her exactly what to get me. She buys me it, and I'm happy.
Well, it's going to be tricky. What's your favorite Valentine's gift?
That I've ever gotten, or what I wish I could get?
I can do both.
Oh, I've never gotten a Valentine's Day gift from anybody. I'd probably be more upset if I did, though.
Why?
What do you say to a Valentine's Day gift?
Thanks.
But what does a guy get for Valentine's Day? Chocolates?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you walked up to me and gave me like an orange Red Bull, a Madden gift card, and a hoodie, I'd be thrilled. But if you
not what I was thinking you were getting for Valentine's Day.
What am I getting for Valentine's Day? Ew.
Ew. Gross. We don't really pay attention to that day. I wonder if we don't really pay attention because our, like, not marriage anniversary, but togetherness anniversary is the 28th.
Yes.
Like, that stands out more to me than Valentine's Day does.
And Valentine's Day, if you go out for it, there's always just
it's a
too many
zoo.
people.
Yeah, so it's like, we'll have pizza and then we'll...
And it's really hard to eat your, like, french fries and ketchup when you look over and Timmy and Tommy and Tammy are just making out at the table.
Why are there 3 of them?
Because I said Timmy and Tommy, and I needed it to be
or
all-inclusive.
Tammy. Everybody.
And don't ever sit at the same side of the table with someone. That's so weird.
I don't think that's so
That's
weird.
so weird. Like, you're having a conversation with the person in front of you, so you talk. But if I have to look over to your side, that's weird.
I don't have a favorite Valentine's Day gift ever because we don't celebrate it. However, I'd be pretty psyched if someone showed up with flowers. What would you prefer on Valentine's Day? Flowers, chocolates, a teddy bear, or jewelry?
I hate jewelry. If you got me a teddy bear, Charlie would probably love it.
Oh yeah, she'd steal that real quick.
What was that question? Oh, the answer? Chocolate or what?
Flowers or chocolate?
Well, don't give me flowers, because that's
not your ministry.
Yeah, correct. I guess I'd eat some chocolate, but again, that guys shouldn't get Valentine's Day gifts, because that's weird. If you gave me a heart-shaped box of chocolates, I would look at it and be like, do you want these?
Did you get these for you or for me?
I'm not a heart-shaped, I mean, if you give me some white chocolate candy on Valentine's Day or a random Thursday, I would probably appreciate it the same amount.
Fair enough.
Actually, I want a life-size teddy bear for Charlie. I could just see her.
I guess that's a good question. Do we celebrate Valentine's Day for Charlie now?
We just went on a date night and celebrated by buying
Charlie
$100 worth of stuff for Charlie. And then we went out to dinner and came home.
True.
So, yes.
I guess we're getting Charlie Valentine's Day presents. Number 9. What is your favorite romantic movie?
My favorite romantic movie would either be Friends with Benefits or Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And I think that's because before I met you, Mila Kunis was thebomb.com.
I thought Brittany Snow and Anna Kendrick were your celebrity crushes.
For about 3 months before I met you, because I watched Pitch Perfect.
Oh.
But Mila Kunis had always been.
Yeah, she's pretty. My favorite romantic movie is a toss-up between The Holiday and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Never seen either one of them.
I haven't seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall, so there's that.
How have you not seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Al the Snow.
How have you not seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Is that the one where Matthew McConaughey's in it?
Yes.
And he's tied up to a chair?
Yes.
That's the only thing.
No. That's a different one. That's with Sarah Jessica Parker. That is Failure to Launch.
Oh.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is Kate Hudson, and like she's trying to write an article of like how to lose a guy in 10 days for a magazine, and she like just picks some random guy and just torments him forever, but end up falling in love.
Sounds like love.
Sounds like marriage.
Next question.
What does Valentine's Day mean to you?
I might upset a lot of people with this one, but Valentine's Day to me is a holiday that's shared in your first year or two of marriage or dating.
Yeah.
And it's fun because if you've been dating for only a few months, you can really show someone how much you care. If it's been a year, it's like, oh, we've made it, this is our first Valentine's Day, whatnot. But after 2 or 3 years, it becomes more of just the thoughtful like gift or letter, just kind of reminding you, hey, love ya. And then after like 5 years, it's
pizza.
Well, at that point, almost every day with you was like Valentine's Day.
That is such a lie. What does X's and O's mean?
Likes and kisses?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is that, but I think there was a song that implied it was something else. So yeah, I'm on Hugs and Kisses train for the purposes of this video. And last but not least, finish these 3 sentences. Number 1, I love the way.
I love the way.
His first answer for this was not appropriate.
I love the way how even when you drove me crazy, pushed all my buttons, were not the most thoughtful person. I love the way you carry yourself even when I'm angry with you. You're someone different, and I've never met someone else like you, and that goes into it. Even when you just drive me crazy, who you are still allows me to like want to be there. It's hard to explain, but I love the way you carry yourself in almost every situation.
Even when it's awkward and you're busy with me.
Yes.
I love that.
I love that you try your best and give your all in everything you do because you're a perfectionist and you try and care more than anyone I've ever met.
And last, I love your
booty. That's not my answer. I love your... That
was the most like 12-year-old answer ever. Booty.
I love your... This is a hard question because it's like meant to be physical, it sounds like. I love your... I don't know, what do I love?
Smile?
No, that's cliche. I love your hair. After you just take a shower and you crawl into bed for that when we go to bed, and like the way your hair smells.
That's a good one. Okay, my turn. I love the way you prioritize our family in everything that you do, and it just shows at work and at home and at school and all the little things that you do to try and build a future for us. I love the way you always put us first. I love that you're silly and you're spicy.
Why is it spicy?
Sometimes I want to deck you for it because it has the worst timing attached to it. But at the end of the day, even when I'm mad at you and you say something dorky or one of our inside jokes, I love that your sense of humor always brightens the day. I love your smile when you're proud of yourself and your eyes get all sparkly and you get that like smirky smile. I love that.
That's fair. I won best smile in high school.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I was most optimistic.
Most optimistic. You're the most pessimistic human I've ever met in my life.
I always walked around back in the day and said, "Look on the bright side."
And you never finished this sentence.
Yes, but that's why I always told everyone, "Look on the bright side." I was most optimistic. I won best smile, and I won most inseparable friends with Gary Seabrel, and I haven't talked to him since we won the award. Any other questions?
that's the end of the questions. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this question and answer with the two of us. If you haven't subscribed already, please be sure you do. Like and share with a friend, because I'm sure we have some interesting answers that you'll enjoy making fun of with your friends later. And with all that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Leave a like.